Welcome to your first step in mastering the cloud. This presentation, Becoming a Digital Architect, serves as your comprehensive blueprint for the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner, CLF-C02 exam. In the legacy world of IT, we were often seen as mere technicians managing hardware. However, in the modern era of AWS, we are architects. We don't just fix things, we design entire ecosystems. Think of this journey not just as a certification path, but as the moment you learn to speak the language of the modern digital architect. As we look at the blueprint grid on this opening slide, notice the compass and the rising city. These represent the tools and the outcome of your learning. By the end of this session, you will understand how to transform a blank grid into a thriving, resilient metropolis of services, following the exact standards required by AWS. Every architectural project begins with a brief. Our objective is to validate your high-level understanding of the AWS cloud through the CLF-C02 certification. This is not just a technical exam. It is a foundational credential essential for everyone from sales and finance to management. The parameters of our project are clear. You will face 65 questions, which may be multiple choice or multiple response. You are allotted 90 minutes to complete the task. To pass inspection and receive your certificate, you must achieve a score of at least 700 out of 1,000. Once you earn this license, it remains valid for 3 years, ensuring your skills stay current with the rapidly evolving city of AWS. This certification proves that you understand the fundamental materials and codes required to build in the cloud. To manage a complex city, we must divide it into functional zones. The AWS exam does the same, organizing your knowledge into 4 specific districts. 1. District 1, Cloud Concepts, 24 to 26%. This is the foundation. It covers the core principles and the economic model of the city. 2. District 2, Security and Compliance, 25-30%. This represents the city's legal framework, police force, and security infrastructure. 3. District 3, Cloud Technology and Services, 33-34%. This is our largest district. It contains the core infrastructure, high-rises, and essential utilities like power and water. 4. District 4, Billing, Pricing, and Support, 12 to 16%. This is the city's Treasury and Public Services Department, where we manage the budget and maintenance. As an architect, you must master each district to ensure your city is balanced. We will now begin our walking tour of these districts, starting with the foundational zoning laws of the cloud. The core definition of cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. For the digital architect, this provides 6 distinct advantages that traditional land-based IT cannot match. Trade CapEx for OpEx. Instead of buying the land and hardware upfront, capital expense, you pay rent, operational expense, only for the space you use. Massive economies of scale. You build with materials purchased at global, bulk discounts provided by AWS. Stop guessing capacity. Our buildings are elastic. They can shrink or grow instantly to fit the changing population. Increase speed and agility. You can obtain building permits and materials in minutes, not months. Stop running data centers. Outsource the physical construction and foundation maintenance to AWS. Go global in minutes. You can build a perfect replica of your city anywhere in the world instantly. These principles allow you to focus on the design of your application rather than the logistics of hardware. A building is only as good as the code it is built to. AWS provides 2 key frameworks to guide your architectural decisions. The well-architected framework is the building code for every structure you create. It relies on 6 pillars: operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, and sustainability. If you ignore these, your structure may be inefficient, insecure, or prone to collapse. For larger movements, like moving an entire population to a new city, we use the Cloud Adoption Framework, CAF. This is the strategic plan for urban migration, focusing on 6 perspectives: business, people, governance, platform, security, and operations. Together, these frameworks ensure your digital city is not only beautiful, but resilient and efficient. In AWS, security is job zero. To understand how the city stays safe, we use the shared responsibility model. AWS is responsible for the security of the cloud. They manage the concrete foundation, the perimeter wall, and the physical land. This includes physical data centers, servers, storage hardware, and global networking. You, the customer, are responsible for security in the cloud. You are responsible for the locks on your own doors and the security guards in your lobby. This includes protecting your data, managing user access via IAM, configuring operating systems, and setting up network firewalls. Understanding where the landlord's responsibility ends and the tenant's begins is critical for a secure city. If you leave your front door unlocked, the landlord's gate won't save your data. As an architect, you have a specialized toolkit to enforce the law and protect your citizens. AWS IAM. This manages who gets the keys to your city and which doors they can open. It enforces the principle of least privilege, ensuring no one has more access than they absolutely need. MFA, multi-factor authentication. A mandatory second form of ID, crucial for protecting the root user, the master key to your entire city. CloudTrail, the city's surveillance log. It answers who did what, when, and from where, for every action taken. AWS Config, an automated inspector that ensures all your buildings continue to comply with city zoning laws and configurations. Guard Duty, an intelligent threat detection system that acts like a 24/7 patrol, monitoring for suspicious activity. AWS Shield and WAF, your frontline defense. Shield stops massive DDoS attacks at the gate, while WAF blocks common web exploits from entering your applications. Your digital city isn't isolated. It's part of a global, high-performance network. AWS infrastructure is built on 3 layers. Regions. These are distinct geographic locations around the world. Each region is completely independent to ensure that if one continent has an issue, your other cities remain safe. Availability zones, AZs. Each region contains one or more isolated data centers with redundant power and networking. By building across multiple AZs, you ensure your city remains functional even if a single district loses power. Edge locations. These are local points of presence. Services like CloudFront use these hubs to cache content closer to your users, ensuring they experience the lowest possible latency, the high-speed delivery of city services. As an architect, you must choose your region and AZs wisely to balance proximity with disaster recovery. Now we look at the materials used to build our structures. Compute and storage. Compute represents your city's workforce. Amazon EC2 provides virtual machines that act as your fundamental construction workers. For more specialized tasks, AWS Lambda provides workers who appear only when needed to run code without you managing the break room or servers. Elastic Beanstalk is like a prefabricated building contractor, handling deployment and scaling for you. Storage represents your warehouses. Amazon S3 is the massive, all-purpose warehouse with virtually unlimited space. Amazon EBS is like a dedicated tool shed attached to a specific worker's station, EC2. Amazon EFS is a shared library or blueprint room that multiple workers can access at once. Finally, S3 Glacier is your deep storage historical archive for items you rarely need but must keep safe. To keep records and move people, we need databases and networking. Databases are the city's record halls. Amazon RDS is your Organized Structured Census Bureau, SQL. Amazon DynamoDB is a fast, flexible public records office, NoSQL. Amazon Redshift is your Demographic Analysis Department, a petabyte-scale data warehouse for complex queries. Networking provides the highways and address books. Amazon VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, allows you to create an isolated, gated community within the larger AWS city. Route 53 is the city's official address and postal system, DNS, making sure everyone can find your building. Direct Connect is a private, dedicated highway that connects your on-premise office directly into the AWS city, bypassing public traffic. Each of these services ensures that information and citizens move securely through your architecture. You don't have to build alone. AWS Trusted Advisor is your automated expert inspector. It provides real-time guidance to ensure you are following the city's best practices across 5 key areas. 1. Cost optimization. It asks, are you overpaying for utilities? And identifies idle resources. 2. Performance. It checks if your highways are flowing efficiently. 3. Security. It looks for unlocked doors or vulnerabilities in your permissions. 4. Fault tolerance. It asks, can your city withstand a power outage? By checking for redundancy. 5. Service limits. It warns you if you are approaching your resource quotas, essentially making sure you don't run out of building materials. Trusted Advisor is your most valuable partner in maintaining a healthy, high-performing digital city. A successful architect must stay under budget. AWS operates on a pay-as-you-go model, driven by compute hours, storage, GB, and data transfer out. For our workers, EC2, you have 3 main payment plans. On demand, you pay a fixed rate by the hour or second. This offers the highest flexibility with no commitment, perfect for unpredictable construction tasks. Reserved instances, savings plans. You commit to a 1 or 3-year term to get up to a 72% discount. This is ideal for steady-state, predictable usage where you know you'll need the workforce for a long time. Spot instances. You bid on spare AWS capacity to get up to a 90% discount. However, these contractors can be terminated with a 2-minute notice. This is best for non-critical, fault-tolerant tasks. Using these models correctly is the difference between a profitable city and a financial drain. When things go wrong in your city, who do you call? AWS provides 4 tiers of support. Basic, free, includes 24/7 customer service and access to documentation, perfect for the individual hobbyist. Developer, 29 MO+, provides business hour email access to cloud support associates for those experimenting with new structures. Business, $100 MO+, offers 24/7 phone, email, and chat access to cloud support engineers for production workloads. Enterprise, $15,000 MO+. For the largest cities, this includes all features plus a dedicated technical account manager, TAM, your personal strategic advisor, and a guaranteed 15-minute response time for critical cases. Your choice of plan depends on how critical your city's uptime is to your business. As we prepare for groundbreaking, you need a study plan. Your toolkit should include official AWS blueprints, like the Cloud Essentials Learning Plan and the Gamified Cloud Quest. Third-party courses from providers like FreeCodeCamp or Udemy can provide deeper, zero-to-hero tutorials. Most importantly, you must use essential practice and tools. Use practice exams from ExamPro or WizLabs to simulate the inspection, the test. Before you build, use the AWS pricing calculator to estimate costs. Once your city is running, use Cost Explorer and AWS budgets to track your spending and ensure you don't overextend your resources. This curated plan is your map to becoming a certified architect. The plans are drawn, the principles are understood, and your toolkit is ready. The AWS Cloud Practitioner certification is more than just an exam. It is your license to design, build, and innovate in the most advanced environment on Earth. You have learned to categorize the metropolis into districts, to protect its citizens with the shared responsibility model, and to manage its growth with frameworks and automated inspectors. You now speak the language of the modern digital architect. It is time to stop looking at the blueprint and start groundbreaking. Good luck on your exam, and we look forward to seeing what you build in the AWS cloud.